Hello students, I welcome you all on my YouTube channel. In today's lecture, we are going to discuss continuity of a function, right? So we know as we have studied this continuity thing in elementary classes also, it's just kind of revision of yours, right? So firstly, we are going to define what is a continuous function or what sort of function are said to be continuous at a certain point, right? Okay, so let us try to define this continuity. Okay, so we say a function f of x is continuous at x is equal to, at some point x is equal to a, if limit of that function at a, okay, is equal to value of the function. Okay, if limit of the function at that point is equal to value of the function. So what we can draw conclusion, what sort of conclusion we can draw from here is, right, firstly in order to be a continuous function, a function would be continuous if firstly limit of this function exists, and moreover this limit is equal to value of the function. That is, limit, if limit of the function is equal to value of the function, then we say function is continuous. Okay, then we say function is continuous. Okay, then we say function is continuous, right, at that point. Okay, so this is a definition of continuous function. So we can also write this definition in epsilon delta form. Okay, right. So as you can see here, for a function to be a continuous, it has to be, its limit has to be equal to value of the function, right, that is f of a, that is limit must be equal to f of e here. So therefore we can say for epsilon greater than 0, there must exist a delta greater than 0 such that difference between fx and fa. Okay, so in place of L, now we will be having value of the function. Okay, so it must be lesser than epsilon in a neighborhood, okay, in a delta neighborhood, in that delta neighborhood, that is when x minus a is less than epsilon greater than 0, right? So this is how we define continuity, right? So any function is said to be continuous if for every epsilon there exists delta such that difference is less than an epsilon in a neighborhood of, in every neighborhood of, okay, I mean to say in that delta neighborhood of a point in of that point a. Okay, so this is how we define continuity, right? So now we will be a function which is not continuous is said to be discontinuous function. Okay, so we are going to classify the kinds of discontinuity now. So a function which is not continuous is discontinuous. Okay, and we do have various type of discontinuity. So we are going to classify the kinds of discontinuity. Okay, discontinuity. Okay, so first form of continuity is removable discontinuity. This discontinuity can be removed, that's why this is called removable discontinuity. See what happens in this discontinuity, limit of the function exists but it is not equal to value of the function, right? So if this sort of discontinuity is coming in the function, this is known as removable discontinuity, and this can be removed okay, if you assign f of a equal to, okay, if you assign f of x a value equal to f of a at a, okay, ये इक्वल नहीं है. अगर आप खुद से असाइन कर लो वैल्यू ए पे फंक्शन की कितना एफ ऑफ ए, देन दिस बिकम्स डिसकंटिन्यूटी, this becomes continuous function. So in this way you can remove the discontinuity of this function, right? Therefore this is known as removable discontinuity. Okay, so next type of discontinuity is discontinuity of first kind. Discontinuity of first kind. Okay, so see what happens in this discontinuity. In this case, limit does not exist. Okay, this limit does not एग्जिस्ट है. देखो फर्स्ट वाले केस में ये लिमिट एग्जिस्ट हुई बट एफ के इक्वल नहीं थी. ओके, तो वो वाली डिसकंटिन्यूटी को बोलेंगे रिमूवेबल डिसकंटिन्यूटी. अब अगर ये वाली डिसकंटिन्यूटी एग्जिस्ट ही नहीं करेगी, ओके, तो देन वी विल बी सेइंग दिस इज डिसकंटिन्यूटी ऑफ फर्स्ट काइंड. ओके, बट लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट एग्जिस्ट करे और राइट हैंड लिमिट भी एग्जिस्ट करे. ओके, दिस लिमिट इज एग्जिस्टिंग. ओके, एंड limit right hand side limit and left hand side limit exist. Okay, but they are not equal. Okay, but they are not equal. Okay, right hand limit is not equal to left hand limit. So this form of discontinuity is known as discontinuity of first kind, right? Third type of discontinuity is discontinuity of second kind. Okay, so in this case either right hand side limit or left hand limit or both. Okay, or both does not exist. Okay, या तो लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगी या फिर राइट हैंड लिमिट, या तो राइट हैंड लिमिट एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगी या फिर लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेगी या दोनों ही एग्जिस्ट नहीं करेंगी. सो इस तरह की अगर डिसकंटिन्यूटी आती है तो वी विल बी सेइंग दैट दिस इज डिसकंटिन्यूटी ऑफ सेकंड काइंड. अगर दोनों लिमिट एग्जिस्ट करती है बट दे आर नॉट इक्वल, देन दिस इज नॉन एज फर्स्ट टाइप ऑफ discontinuity. If limit exists and but it is not equal to f of a, that is value of the function, then this type of discontinuity is known as removable discontinuity. Okay, I hope you got it. Now some results. Okay, some results on continuity. Okay, results on continuity. Okay, so first result is a constant function. Okay, a constant function a constant function is continuous everywhere. Okay, अगर कोई फंक्शन कांस्टेंट है लाइक f of x is equal to 2, okay, it is continuous everywhere. Why it is continuous? Because limit of the x approaching to anything is equal to okay, and 2 is nothing but equal to f of a because it is constant function, therefore it is continuous everywhere whatever the point may be. Okay, second result is a real polynomial function. Okay, a real polynomial function is continuous everywhere, like if f of x is equal to x square plus x plus 1, okay, this is a polynomial function, this is continuous everywhere. Why it is continuous everywhere? Because if you say limit of f of x at any point, okay, it is equal to how much? This much, right? And what is the value of the function? Value of the function is also same, so both are equal. So we can say both value is equal to limit, hence this function is continuous at every point. Okay, so third result is a rational function. Okay, a rational function is also continuous at every point of its domain. Okay, rational function is polynomial over polynomial, rational function. Okay, polynomial over polynomial is known as rational function. For example, x plus 1 divided by 2x plus 1, this is a rational function, right? Okay, and it is continuous at all the points of its domain, but this function is not continuous on x is equal to minus half, because x is equal to minus half पे ये वाला डिनोमिनेटर कितना हो जाएगा? 0 हो जाएगा, but x is equal to minus half is not point of its domain. So therefore we can say rational function is continuous. बाकी ये हर point पे continuous होगा except this point, but this is not included in the domain of this function, right? Therefore we can say rational function is continuous at every point of its domain, right? So few more examples, few more results, right? Fourth, if f and g are two continuous functions at a, then okay, देखो f and g क्या है? दो continuous function है, right? at a, दोनों continuous function है, a पे दोनों continuous है. then first f plus g भी will be also continuous at a, ये भी क्या होगा? continuous function होगा, किस पे? x is equal to a पे. and f minus g ये भी क्या होगा? continuous function होगा, कहाँ पे? x is equal to a पे. and also f into g would be also continuous at x is equal to a. moreover f upon g would be also continuous at x is equal to a, right? provided ga is not equal to 0, right? So this is algebra of continuous function. Okay, how does their addition and multiplication, subtraction, division behaves? Okay, so now we are going to take some problems on continuity. Okay, I hope you will understand this problem well, okay, because these types of problems based on continuity are very important, okay, keeping in the view your examination, right? So okay, so let us take some problems from your course, okay, on the topic of continuity, right? So first problem is 1 second, let me. First problem is prove that the function f of x defined by f of x equal to x minus a divided by x minus a if x is not equal to 0 and 1 if x is equal to a. Okay, prove that the function f of x defined by this is not continuous. Okay, and also give the kind of discontinuity. Okay, so let us try to solve this. Okay, so solution. So I think we have discussed this function in last video, right? So here f of x is equal to x minus mod a divided by x minus a, and when x is not equal to 0 and it is equal to 1 when x is equal to a. Okay, it is not equal to 0 but it is x is not equal to a. Okay, so it is x is not equal to a, right? So now, so see here, in order to find out discontinuity we will have to check limit first. For the in order to find out limit of a function we will have to find out left hand limit first, then right hand limit. Okay, so let us try to see what is its right hand limit. Okay, at a. Okay, देखो this function is we are going to check discontinuity at is not continuous. Just forget to write is not continuous at x is equal to a. Okay, दिस इज द प्रॉब्लम है, ये प्रूव करना है कि ये वाला फंक्शन आपका कंटिन्यूस नहीं है. किस पे नहीं है? ए पे ये कंटिन्यूस नहीं है. तो हमें फाइंड आउट करनी पड़ेगी राइट हैंड लिमिट ए पे, फिर उसके बाद लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट ए पे. सो सबसे पहले फाइंड आउट करते हैं राइट हैंड लिमिट एट ए. सो इट इज़ ए लिमिट ऑफ एक्सटेंडिंग टू लिमिट ऑफ एफ ऑफ एक्स फ्रॉम राइट हैंड साइड ए पॉजिटिव. तो कितना आएगा ये? लिमिट ऑफ extending to x minus a mod में. Okay, so we know x minus a कितना होता है? It is equal to x minus a if x minus a is greater than equal to 0, or it could be also written as if x is greater than equal to a. Okay, and it is minus x minus a if x is less than a. Okay, so देखो यहाँ पे x कितना है? a से हल्का सा ग्रेटर है, x is slightly greater than a. so therefore कौन सी डेफिनेशन फॉलो होगी? so therefore ये वाली डेफिनेशन. ओके, so that therefore we can write it is equal to limit extending to a positive, so it would be x minus a here divided by x minus a. It is equal to 1 obviously. Okay, so left hand limit is would be equal to limit extending to a from the negative side x minus a divided by, because equal to a तो नहीं है ना ये, it is slightly greater than, so it is slightly greater than lesser than a, right? so ये वाली definition follow होगी. अगर ये इसके equal होता तो ये वाली definition follow होती function की, right? so we will have to write x minus a divided by x minus a, which is equal to limit extending to a from the negative side. so we know when x is lesser than a, it is equal to minus of x minus a divided by x minus a. so cancel this, so we will be getting minus 1. so therefore right hand limit is not equal to left hand limit, right? so limit does not exist. limit x tending to a f of x ये exist ही नहीं करेगी, does not exist, equal to, ये तो दूर की बात है, ये तो हो ही नहीं सकता है फिर, है ना, ठीक है. इक्वल टू वैल्यू ऑफ द फंक्शन होना तो दूर की बात है, पर खुद ही लिमिट एग्जिस्ट नहीं कर रही है. ओके, सो देयरफॉर दिस फंक्शन इज नॉट कंटिन्यूअस, दिस इज अ डिसकंटिन्यूअस फंक्शन. और कौन सी टाइप ऑफ डिसकंटिन्यूटी क्या है? काइंड्स ऑफ डिसकंटिन्यूटी इज फर्स्ट काइंड ऑफ डिसकंटिन्यूटी. ओके, लास्ट में लिखना hence therefore it is not a continuous function and discontinuity here is first kind of discontinuity, right? so this is how we solve the problems on continuity, right? so one more example, one more problem from this continuity section, right? so now problem 2, prove that the function f of x equal to x when x is less than equal to 1, 2 minus x when x lies between 1 and 2, and it is equal to minus 2 plus 3x minus x square when x is greater than 2, right? Prove that this function is continuous at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. okay, so we have to show that this is a continuous function at x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. okay, so right, so this is your function, right? solution. so firstly let us try to find out the limit at, okay, let us check. Firstly let us try to check discontinuity at x is equal to 1, right? so for this we want to find out limit of f of x at 1, right? so for that we will have to find out limit, left hand limit and right hand limit. so right hand limit at x is equal to 1 is equal to limit of x tending to 1 from positive side f of x is equal to limit x tending to 1. ओके, सो देखो अब जब राइट हैंड साइड की बात हो रही है, सो हियर x इज स्लाइटली ग्रेटर देन 1. व्हेन x इज स्लाइटली ग्रेटर देन 1 यू कैन सी बाय योरसेल्फ व्हिच डेफिनेशन वुड बी फॉलोड. देखो यहाँ पे ये वाली डेफिनेशन, ये वाला पार्ट कब फॉलो होगा? व्हेन x इज स्मॉलर देन 1. व्हेन x इज ग्रेटर देन 1 एंड लेसर देन 2, तो ये वाली डेफिनेशन फॉलो होगी. तो वी विल हैव टू राइट 2 minus x here. so okay, so it would be 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. okay, so this is your right hand limit. now let us try to find out left hand limit. so left hand limit would be limit of x tending to 1 from the negative side, that is from left hand side f of x. so here I have already told you that this definition will be followed when x is lesser than equal to 1, right? so therefore it would be x then x which is also equal to 1. So therefore right hand limit is equal to left hand limit is equal to 1, or therefore you can write therefore limit of extending to 1 f of x is equal to 1. अब देखो वैल्यू ऑफ फंक्शन कितना है यहाँ पे, f of 1 कितना है. सो f of 1 देखो इक्वल का साइन कहाँ लगा है, यहाँ पे लगा इक्वल का साइन. ओके, सो हियर इज द इक्वल साइन. सो f of 1 कितना हो जाएगा, ये वाली डेफिनेशन के अकॉर्डिंग f of 1 इज इक्वल टू 1, राइट, क्योंकि f of x x के इक्वल है व्हेन x इज लेस देन इक्वल टू 1. सो देयरफॉर जब इक्वल वाली बात है f of 1 विल बी इक्वल टू 1. सो देयरफॉर यू कैन सी देयरफॉर लिमिट, देखो ये भी 1 है और ये भी 1 है, देयरफॉर लिमिट ऑफ एक्सटेंडिंग टू 1 f of 1 f of x is equal to f of 1. Therefore limit is equal to value of the function. Thus f of x is continuous at x is equal to 1. Okay, so this is how we prove how we prove a function is continuous, right? So x is equal to 2 पे आप खुद से continuous prove कीजिएगा इस function को. I'm just leaving it up to you, right? So I'm taking another problem. Okay, so next problem is let f of x is equal to 1 minus cos x divided by sin square x, okay, when x is not equal to 0, right, and it is equal to a when x is equal to 0, right? So what is problem here, what you are going to do in this problem, right? For what value you have to find out the value of a, for what value of a is the function f of x continuous at x is equal to 0. ओके, हमें a की ऐसी वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करनी है, ओके, जिससे कि f of x कंटिन्यूस हो जाए किस पे, x is equal to 0 पे. ओके, सो सॉल्यूशन, ओके, सो सी हियर व्हाट इज योर f of x. f of x is equal to this much, right? ये आपका f of x है. Now we want to find out the value of a. Okay, so it is given that this function is continuous at x. Okay, given, okay, वहाँ पे लिखा था कि ऐसी वैल्यू निकालनी है a की जिस पे कि फंक्शन कंटिन्यूस हो जाए x is equal to 0 पे. तो हम ये मान के चल सकते हैं कि f of x is continuous at x is equal to 0. Okay, so right, assume that or given f of x is equal to f of x is continuous. करना क्या, अगर हमें करना ये है, इसमें ये अगर ये फंक्शन कंटिन्यूस होता है x is equal to 0 पे, अगर if this function is continuous at x is equal to 0, then what is the value of a? Okay, for that we can assume that f of x is continuous at x is equal to 0, right? So therefore if f of x is continuous at x is equal to 0, this implies limit of x tending to 0 f of x is equal to f of 0 right? So that is limit of x tending to 0, f of x is equal to how much? 1 minus cos x divided by, देखो लिमिट अप्रोच कर रही है 0 के आसपास, इट इज नॉट एग्जैक्टली इक्वल टू 0, सो देयरफॉर दिस डेफिनेशन वुड बी फॉलोड बिकॉज x is not equal to 0 here, because x is somewhere around 0, right? It is not exactly equal to 0, so upon x square x sin square x, right? 1 minus cos x divided by sin square x, so it is equal to f of 0, so x is exactly 0 here, right? So therefore it is equal to a. Okay, further now limit x tending to 0, 1 minus cos x sin square can be written as 1 minus cos square x, okay, and it is equal to a. Okay, so now we can write it as 1 minus cos x into 1 plus cos x, right? So it is equal to a. Now cancel this and put value equal to 0 here, you will be getting 1 by half is equal to 2, so this is the value of a. Okay, in this way we can solve this. Okay, in this way we have found out the value of a. Okay, okay, now we are going to do one more, which is the last problem on continuity, right? So in this problem we are given that if f of x is equal to 2 mod x plus x square divided by 3x when x is not equal to 0 and equal to a when x is equal to 0, right? So if this function is continuous at x is equal to 0, find out the value of a. Okay, it is also pretty simple question, right? So again you will be doing same like we did in the problem 4, right? So here you will have to find out the value of limit of f of x at 0, which is equal to limit, which will be definitely equal to limit of equal to a, right? So f of x is equal to what here? F of x is equal to 2x plus x square divided by 3x is equal to a. Okay, since limit is existing in this case, therefore left hand limit is equal to right hand limit in this case. Okay, so if you see you just calculate by yourself left hand limit, okay, right hand limit and left hand limit. You will be getting left hand limit is equal to 0 and right hand limit also equal to 0, right? So therefore limit in this case would be equal to 0, so value of a will be also equal to 0. So this is how we are going to solve this. Now I wanted to take a a very special problem on this concept, right? In which we have to find out two values of two parameters. Okay, so let us take one more problem. Okay, so okay, you see okay, one last problem, problem 6. Okay, f of x is equal to ax square plus b if x is greater than 2 and it is equal to 2 if x is equal to 2 and it is equal to 2ax, okay, 2ax minus b if x is less than 2, right? So we are asked to find out the value of a and b, find out the value of a and b so that the function given by this is continuous at every x, at every real number, right? सो क्या करना है इस फंक्शन में, a और v की वैल्यू फाइंड आउट करनी है, ओके और गिवन दिया गया है कि दिस फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूस एट एवरी पॉइंट. इफ दिस फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूस एवरी पॉइंट, दिस फंक्शन इज ऑल्सो कंटिन्यूस एट गिवन f of x is continuous at every point, therefore is continuous at each point, right? Therefore f of x must be continuous at x is equal to 2 also. So therefore limit of x tending to 2 f of x is equal to f of 2, right? So what is the value of f of 2? देखो, you can check it by yourself that value of f of x is 2. So f of 2 is equal to 2 here, ये किसके इक्वल है, 2 के इक्वल है, राइट? सो देखो इसकी लिमिट कितनी होगी. फॉर दिस वी विल हैव टू फाइंड आउट राइट हैंड लिमिट एंड लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट. सो वी कैन राइट देयरफॉर राइट हैंड लिमिट, इसकी लिमिट एग्जिस्ट कर रही है बिकॉज दिस फंक्शन इज कंटिन्यूस. अगर ये फंक्शन कंटिन्यूस है तो लिमिट किसके इक्वल होती है, वैल्यू के इक्वल. इसका मतलब लिमिट एग्जिस्ट कर रही है तभी तो वो वैल्यू के इक्वल आएगी ना, ओके. सो देयरफॉर लिमिट is existing. If limit is existing, then right hand limit is equal to left hand limit, and which is equal to 2. Or you can write separately, right hand limit is equal to 2 and left hand limit is also equal to 2, okay. So right hand limit कितना आएगा यहाँ पे, limit extending to 2 from the positive side of f of x is equal to 2, and left hand limit कितना आएगा, limit of extending to positive negative, okay, when x is equal to 2, okay. So see here, okay, जब राइट हैंड लिमिट की बात आएगी तो ये वाली डेफिनेशन फॉलो होगी, जब लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट की बात आएगी तो ये वाली डेफिनेशन फॉलो होगी, ओके. तभी ओके. So can I erase this so that I can see from here only, okay. Okay, fine. So right hand limit is equal to 2, that is limit extending to 2 from the positive side f of x is equal to 2, and what is it, it is equal to limit extending to 2 from the positive side. कितना आएगा ये वाला फंक्शन, ओके. x is greater than 2 here, पॉजिटिव साइड से है, ax square plus b, so it would be equal to how much, 4a plus b, okay, and it is equal to 2 obviously, right. और यू कैन राइट ऐसे लिख दो यहाँ पे, ठीक है. इसको फिर नेक्स्ट रो में लिख दो, 4a स्क्वेयर, आई एम सॉरी 4a प्लस b इज इक्वल टू 2, राइट. सिमिलरली लेफ्ट हैंड लिमिट इज इक्वल टू 2, देयरफॉर लिमिट एक्सटेंडिंग टू 2 फ्रॉम द नेगेटिव साइड f of x is equal to 2, that is limit of extending to 2 from the negative side 2ax minus b is equal to 2, that is 4a, अगेन 2 यहाँ पे पुट कर लो तो कितना हो जाएगा, ये 2 into 2 4, 4a minus b is equal to 2, okay. So this is equation number 1, this is equation number 2. Now if we solve these two equation, okay, सो सेकेंड इक्वेशन क्या आई, a माइनस 4a माइनस b इज इक्वल टू 2. नाउ इफ यू ऐड, ये कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो यू विल बी हैविंग 8a इज इक्वल टू 4. सो दिस इम्प्लाइज ओके a is equal to 4/8 which is equal to half. okay, so this is the value of a. देखो अब a की वैल्यू अगर हाफ रख दो, b कितना आ जाएगा, इस वाली इक्वेशन में पुट करो चाहे इस वाली इक्वेशन में पुट करो, ठीक है. तो मैं इस पे पुट कर देता हूँ, 4 इंटू हाफ प्लस b इज इक्वल टू 2. सो इट इज़ 2, सो b इज इक्वल टू 0, राइट. सो देयरफॉर b इज इक्वल टू 0. सो a की वैल्यू कितनी आई, हाफ, और b की वैल्यू कितनी आई, 0. सो दिस इज योर आंसर, राइट. सो एंड दिस इज द वे हाउ वी सॉल्व द प्रॉब्लम्स ऑन discontinuity, right. So I think this is it for today. okay, so rest of the things will be done tomorrow. Thank you.